Alright guys, here we are. We're out here live this morning. I'm going to take a look at some of the news and trading, stuff like that. Maybe some other stuff. We'll see how well it goes. And we'll be watching the chat for sure. Okay, let's get to look at it. The key rate Fed measure shows core inflation at 2.8%, in line with expectations. Possibly. For better or for worse. This one I found very interesting right here. This is good news. This is very good news.
The Food and Drug Administration on Thursday approved Vertex Pharmaceuticals' non-opioid painkiller pill, a new alternative for pain relief that comes without the risk of addiction. Vertex is now the first drug maker in decades to gain U.S. approval for a new type of pain medicine. It's a milestone after a long history of mostly unsuccessful efforts to develop painkillers without the destructive dependency of cheap and widely available opioids, which have caused a horrific epidemic of abuse and overdose in the U.S. Vertex's drug Journax is specifically approved for the treatment of moderate to severe acute pain, which is usually caused by injury, surgery, illness, trauma, or painful medical procedures, and likely eases with time. Around 80 million patients are prescribed a medicine for their moderate to severe acute pain every year in the U.S., according to Vertex. Almost 10% of patients with acute pain who are treated initially with an opioid will go on to have prolonged opioid use, and roughly 85,000 people will develop opioid use disorder annually, Vertex said in a statement. We have the opportunity to change the paradigm of acute pain management and establish a new standard of care, Dr. Reshma Kewalramani, Vertex CEO, said in a statement.
So this new painkiller, the first one introduced in non-opioid painkiller, which is the problems they're having with drugs, the opioids. It's the first one introduced in over 20 years in the U.S., so that's a move forward. A little expensive though, it's like $15 a pill. But it's definitely a start in the right direction. The big question, will Trump implement a 25% tariff or won't he on Canada and Mexico? This could be big trouble for prices and jobs everywhere in the world, literally. But especially on the price of cars, since cars go to and from countries several times as they're put together, because the parts and the materials they build the cars with come from Canada, and then slowly the car is built in the U.S. as it collects parts from Canada or Mexico. And so it's killing stocks for GM and Ford. And as you might imagine, Trump has created his own nonsense with making the economy unstable, and he just continues with it for who knows why. But it's killing the stock market.
As President Donald Trump's threat to impose 25% tariffs on imports from Canada and Mexico as soon as Saturday looms, the global automotive industry is collectively holding its breath. For months, automakers have been taking a wait-and-see approach to the Trump administration's potential tariffs. Trump promised to impose duties upon his inauguration this month. Then he set a target date of February 1st for levies on the key U.S. trading partners. Regardless of whether Trump imposes tariffs, automakers such as General Motors, the top seller in the U.S., want clarity so they can plan their business around the policy. A tariff is a tax on imports, or foreign goods, brought into the United States. The companies importing the goods pay the tariffs, and some fear the companies would simply pass any additional costs on to consumers, raising the cost of vehicles and potentially reducing demand. Uncertainty about trade took a toll on GM on Tuesday, when the automaker's stock had one of its worst days in years, even after it beat Wall Street's expectations for its 2025 guidance and its top and bottom line for the fourth quarter.
So there you have it. Uncertainty in the markets is definitely killing the economy. Just one of many that has started since Trump took office. There's not a lot of good news here whatsoever. TikTok's traffic is bouncing back despite being pulled from the App Store. The thing about that is that these guys who are making their full-time living, UGC creators and others, they know that their time is limited. This is they got about 60 days and TikTok is gone again. That's basically what it amounts to. So they've all moved on. I mean, it's becoming the growth in shorts on YouTube and the growth on Instagram and even things like Amazon Live and Walmart Live and such in the shorts field is proof that also the red note increase is proof that in the U.S. TikTok days are numbered. Whether it sold or it didn't, they're not going to get those people back. People don't go for instability in their income. A lot of people make full-time income from this, and just taking their job away for ridiculousness makes no sense. It'll be tough to rebuild those numbers, but people are turning to Chinese direct to China apps that do the same thing to continue making their income. And the whole thing really makes no sense. It'll be tough to return all the traffic back to TikTok because it's all temporary. They know it's temporary. Everybody knows. I mean, even live streamers and gamers and the ghost hunters and the psychics and all that, they are all turning to back to their YouTube channels where it all came from to start with. And building more solidly there. Trump says tariffs on Mexico and Canada may not include oil, but you know what the thing is? It is the U.S. that imports the oil from Canada. So Trump really has no say in that, because if Canada wants to hit back, they can put tariffs on the oil. That's the plain old fact. The U.S. really doesn't control the oil. It comes into the U.S. And yes, oil goes out of the U.S., but not to Canada or Mexico. Anyway, like I said, this stuff just not looking good. I also want to I'm going to switch this up here. Take a look at where is it? I want to take a look at some games. We have to, there it is. Yes. Here we go. I want to take a look at some new games, new game trailers, and such. And everybody keeps asking where I get my press releases and stuff from my videos that I make on YouTube, and here it is right here. This is where we get it. Game Press. It is a press release site for game journalists, and used to have a gaming vlog that would go through all the various updates and stuff, and it would provide all this information. Here's one right here, Stream Strategy. Huge, it's a fest. The fest is huge. Hit for Stellar Warfare. Player numbers are soaring. And so here's the game that they are offering. Yeah, so there's that, right? In a nutshell. So if you've ever wondered about Stellar Warfare, there you have it. Rotten Forgotten. I don't know if this is a video or not. I haven't checked all of these out because some of this has been added since I've done the tests. Rotten Forgotten is a demo. Comes out on February 7th. As you know, demos are free. You don't necessarily get it when it gets released as a game, but it might be interesting to check out. It's going to be available January 7th. Rotten Forgotten. Check it out. Looks like a pretty neat game, and definitely has a catchy name. Heart of the Machine. Sci-fi strategy RPG pumps a lot of blood into the early access vertical. And Revolution Today. Heart of the Machine. It's on Steam, early access right now. The world today. Part of the Machine, now available in early access. It's on Steam. It's at the Game Store, GOG. Check it out. The End of the Sun. Adventure game in the world of Slavic myth, available January 29th, so this will be released very soon. Very soon. It will be available on the Epic Game Store, GOG, and Steam, all three.
We're a spark of light that experiences life.
Upalnocka trwała, dziewczyna płakała, że lubemu szansy dziś nie dała. Dziewczyno, dziewczyno, coś ty narobiła, żeś mu kochanego opuściła. On nieszczęśnik został sam, serce wpół spalone miał. W blasku ognia szukam cię, lecz ty nie zjawiłaś się.
Coming January 29th, The End of the Sun. Worth a check.
Rarok, a fiery bird.
It's worth checking out. Super Monkey Balls, Banana Rumble. So sometimes, you know, amongst the exciting RPG games, we get some funny ones. We surely do. I can't even read this one. It's not even English. It's in... There we go. Latest update is added amongst crewmates as the playable characters, as well as baboon level, new customizations. See Among Us crewmates. Super Monkey Balls Banana Rumble. It's yeah, it's from apparently the makers of Among Us. Or Among Us ripoff.
Among Us.
Available on Switch. Beetlejuice Alchemist. Time to head to the second act. It's going to be available on Steam in the Epic Game Store. Praised as Diablo 4 meets its darkest dungeon. So what could go wrong, right? It's going to be available on Steam, the Epic Game Store. They're not really providing anything but an image. That they're definitely providing. But this does sound good. Maybe I'll check it out myself. We're into Diablo and Super Tax City. We will collect 30 seconds, new types, games, Super Tax City is a roguelike game which players build a city where they can make lots of money. I don't know. Sounds like life to me. So there you have that. We are just rolling through here. So other things I would like to take a look at as well. Giving you guys an idea of where the releases that my videos from the morning come from here today. Apparently that's just what we're doing. Taking a ride through where the news comes from. It comes from the media. That's where it comes from. Bottom. Short story. Long story short, I should say. It comes from the news. Here's where we get our noise about noise. Yeah, our news noise about cryptocurrency from. Cointelegraph has been around for a long time, and they do some pretty in-depth stuff about cryptocurrency, just about everything out there. They've got podcasts, they've got a YouTube channel, and they've got this blog. And if there's anything you ever wanted to know about cryptocurrency, if you can't find it here, you probably don't need to know about it. They've got, like I said, podcasts. They've got their YouTube channel.
10, 15, 20,000 euros to stay in Davos? Where do you draw the line?
I draw the line much under 10.
Well, I know Davos, and a lot of the hotels here are shit. Skiing's pretty crap too, as well as the snowboarding.
Some advice for people out there that are looking to make money.
Crypto is a very good chance.
If you can become your own employee, our own boss, employer, then that's the pathway to financial success.
We're here in Davos covering the World Economic Forum, and we're about to head out onto the streets to ask people if it's worth paying the exorbitant prices to be in town during the World Economic Forum, and some advice for how to get rich. I think a lot of people know it's expensive to be in Davos. 10, 15, 20,000 euros to stay in Davos. Where do you draw the line?
I draw the line much under 10. I've been in a mission to take emotional well-being and mental health fitness to corporation and to government.
Some advice for people out there that are looking to make money or get wealthy.
These
I
guys
think
are like at the
crypto is a
heart
very
of
good chance, especially with Trump coming in.
finance. A lot more.
200 million Americans
a
who
lot
are now
more than
interested in
people
crypto.
believe,
That also opens a
cryptocurrency
lot of
is.
doors for other countries to also jump on the train. So you got a lot of volume coming in.
A lot of people know it's expensive to stay in Davos.
But no, I think it's possible to find something like one house per 1, 2, 3, 5,000 per week.
Okay. And worth spending that money? Do you think it's worth it?
Yeah, because you can connect with some people.
It's definitely a global currency. It's not anything to do with the U.S. by any means alone or any one single country. This is where we get our news about cryptocurrency. Here's what's happening in cryptocurrency today. You want to find out? Here's the news. We got Elon Musk's father planning to raise $200 million with Musket, a meme coin. The SEC gives initial nod to Bitwise, Bitcoin, and Ethereum EFTs. The EBC president, confident Bitcoin will not enter a central bank reserve, and I'm pretty positive Bitcoin won't. Countries may have their own electronic coins, but I don't think Bitcoin's going to be it. They will set up their own so that they are in control of it, for sure. So, you could get surprised, right? Stranger things have happened. Much stranger things have happened. Russia reacts to Trump's tariff threats. BRICS is not seeking an alternative dollar, and that would be absolutely correct. They are looking for a way to do away with a total reliance on the U.S. dollar, which in reality, I don't know why Trump would react to that. That's what America's been asking for. The world to take care of itself more and be less, the world doesn't want, U.S. doesn't want to be the police or the monetary currency of the world. They want countries to get standing more on their feet, and that's what BRICS is about. Less reliance on the U.S. dollar. They're not creating another dollar. It's the wealthy nations getting together. They're using their own dollars, but it's more than just trading. It's about rebuilding infrastructure and helping their people, new housing, new streets and bridges and technologies. And so these are places where countries like, say, Canada might be interested in trading because they're building infrastructure. They're going to need lumber and concrete and oil. And see where I'm going with this? Yes. So the likes of trading cars, where America doesn't want the Chinese electric vehicles are going to be a thing. BRICS might be trading to get, say, Chinese electric vehicles imported and stuff like that. But it's a lot more than trading partners. They're helping support each other and build up their infrastructures and stuff like that, which is a good thing. Modernizing has nothing to do with replacing the dollar, just being less reliant on it. Yes, it could weaken the dollar a little bit if it got too out of balance, but I think it's the world seeking a balance, and that's what it's really about. Here. So they're not seeking an alternative dollar. So they are discussing a common currency. I guess sort of like the euro. In a way. So, more craziness from the States. Anyhow, this is what I wanted to bring you. I haven't did any morning coffee and ramble in a while. We'd like to be bringing far more of this. After I'm finished here, we're going to be up with Magic the Gathering. Everybody likes that. We get plenty of viewers. I'd like a lot more, but we get plenty of those. We are looking to build our chat more in audio than in text, and we're working on getting a group of people to subscribe to the Roaming Ramble Discord channel, and we'll open up a voice channel so that y'all can be in the background of my Magic the Gathering video and have your discussions that way, and be live in the stream as we play the game, sharing ideas and deck lists and whatever, maybe even trading cards if you're into paper cards or whatever. Kind of bring some of the flavor of the original purpose of the game to the stream. Anyway, we are going to end this. Just wanted to have some quick time with you all and roaming Ramble morning coffee. And yeah, morning coffee and ramble, and give you a picture of where our little short news bites, our news reels, if you will, we're coming from. These are just some of the sources and whatnot. We're going to start sharing the sources more in the description than we have been, because we can use the clout of these big media services and draw views that way on YouTube. It's just a big, it's not a big learning curve, but a slight learning curve of going from blogging to vlogging. It's all basically the same with pictures, moving pictures. Anyway, we'll see you all later. Hope you have a good morning. Check us out on our next stream, which is going to be Magic the Gathering. Till then, see you later. Keep on drinking the coffee.